G'day. It is 4:05 in the morning and I'm out in the garage. Haven't been to bed. I'm not going to bed tonight. I came out to grab a couple of clean sandwich bags for deodorant, toothbrush, toothpaste, that sort of stuff. And the reason for that is because I'm going away. Do you know this is about the first time in 20 years I've worn normal shoes? I've been wearing boots for the last 20 years already. I think I've got everything.
You've got me.
Forget. I'll get. You're like, oh no. But, I've got to pack. I'll put an extra pair of packers in. There's no doubt I'll be lying in the mud at Scott's house. We're at the airport. We're just looking for a park. I think I'm in the right lane. Well, it's been 30 years since I've been to LA. I'm just sort of passing through here. There's a flight that goes from here to my destination. So, yeah, it's different. 30 years. It's a long, long time. I'm not going to be spending any time here. I'm here, I think, for 5 hours or something, and I had to get an adjoining flight. Checked in, got the baggage all sorted. I've just got some hand luggage here and a bottle of Coke. The food, I came here on a Qantas A380, great big thing. Great flight. The food was really good too, which was good. I didn't expect that. Air travel's changed a lot in the last 30 years, so I'll sign off now. Just sort of wanted to get on and say g'day. It's very, very different from my time at home and in the garage, and I got very upset actually leaving my family behind. I've not, I've never left them. I've always been with them, and this is kind of strange. Anyway, I'll sign off and I'll come back later. Bye-bye. See ya. I wonder who this is. Hey. Gotta feel me doggy.
Oh, look at
my lens.
Fingers, don't be a menace.
G'day. So I've taken a trip to a secret location in Alberta, in Canada. This is the headquarters of Coldwell Motors. And the visit was a surprise for Scott, the CEO. It was sort of arranged between myself and Gary, one of the agents, and Scott had no idea. Anyway, eventually everyone was in on it except Scott. He had no idea I was here. And they just started shooting, or just finished shooting the Straight 8 Challenge. So he had the Packard and the Buick parked up here. And the idea was I got in the Buick and started messing with it. And if there's one thing Scott doesn't like, it's people on his property who he doesn't know, just walking on, you know what I mean? It's like a personal thing. So he comes out, and I'm watching him from just above the dash, so he didn't recognise me. And I'm looking down, and he comes up to the car. I'm looking at his boots, looked up, and I've never seen a guy more angry, furious. And I thought, geez, I hope I don't cop broken legs or a shotgun wound over this. But as soon as he realised who it was, there was like handshakes and hugs and all this sort of stuff. He was really, really pleased to see me, so I was stoked to be here. The trip's been great. Down here, you know, it might as well be a property in Montrose or Mount Evelyn. It feels very, very familiar. And the blokes, there's about 10 of them, have been really, really hospitable, lovely. I feel very comfortable. And been doing a lot of work on the SM with Scott and a few other bits and pieces. So it's been fantastic. I've had a great time. So yeah, it's something I've wanted to do and something we've been kind of planning for a bit over a year, maybe. Originally it was going to be on Scott's birthday, but that's sort of late October, Halloween, and the weather's freezing here. At the moment it's -1, so it's cold, but yeah, it's all good. It's great fun. Yes, here we are in Canada, and the food is fantastic. Oh, it's got a couple of cars here though, and there's one I'd love. I'll show it to you now. Check this out, Dodge Monaco. Absolutely gorgeous car. C-body, I think it is, the big one. I don't know my Chrysler's that well, but two-door car. This car was originally 360, small block, LA engine. It hasn't got an engine at the moment. Perfect for a 440 or even a 400. That'd be great. God, even a 318. Is that cool? I couldn't care less what sort of engine it had. People familiar with HQ Statesman's had a similar type of interior fabric. It's just a super cool car. I'm going to try and get a shot of the dash. Absolutely gorgeous car. I don't know how it is for rust or anything like that, I'm not sure. But all down here in the jams, it looks like there's a bit under the sill plate. Not sure. You know. But all things considered, it looks really, really good. That would be a cool car to get your hands on. But when you're in a property like me, which is small, and there's nowhere to put it because you've got like 10 cars, it's not really a reality. Also, it would cost a lot of money to get to Oz. But how bloody good is that? Two-door car? That would be great. If I can find a way of getting it home, I certainly will. So, Scott's gone out. I've got some money in my pocket for a car for him that's supposed to be delivered. Look at this thing. Beautiful. And guy's on his way. But he had to go out to get Franca's a hairstyle. She's at the salon. And the guy apparently is going to show up fairly soon. This is beautiful. This is a Savoy, a 56 Plymouth Savoy. And good running car. Lovely stainless. Beautiful car. This is another one I wouldn't mind. Absolutely stunning. The thing I like about this car is the poly. I've got a poly in my 57, but this is a really nice one because it's one of the early ones that can be converted to full Hemi, just with the Hemi heads. You can see the intake manifold and everything. It's like an air gap. It's different to the ones I've got. But apparently this is a 277, I believe. Be a lovely car to get a hold of. So this car coming apparently is another Packard. He's not here, so I got some Canadian cash to buy this car if the guy turns up, and that's another one to the collection. That doesn't look like it's rolling, does it? Gee, I'd be scared shitless of that.
Why?
And I'd imagine it would pop down.
Good. Yeah, perfect. A little more of that. Yeah, keep coming. She's looking really good. Cutting them. Perfect, perfect. Yeah. Keep coming. Really good. Bang on, gentlemen. Better 3 feet. You guys are out of here. What's that? Perfect. Perfect. Just like we. Ultramatic, yeah. Well, I mean, it's got a set of wheel covers and shit.
Oh yeah.
There's lots of good pieces.
So I guess
Thank
we'll
you
just
very much,
meet Dean
Mike.
over there. Yeah. We'll get the one out, and if I can take the other one on Monday, I guess. I guess so. Yeah. Yeah.
Gentlemen, thank you very much. Have a great afternoon.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. The Atlas Plycron Classic, you guys. And a fender skirt. Both skirts, you guys. The fucking fender skirts are in it.
Oh.
What do you mean no treats in the trunk?
Yeah,
Those
well,
are
that's what
trunk
I
treats
said.
of treats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, they're even
There's
good.
nothing for them to hang on to here though.
Oh, you wouldn't put them on. Yeah, they're not, they ain't gonna go on nothing, are they?
If there's nothing to hold them on.
They're gold.
But it would give you, you know, you'd have some pattern if you decided to fix it.
Yeah.
That's off a
Not the
different car.
jumping,
That's
Jesus.
off a different car.
Well, it could be. Yeah. There you go.
That
What are you
belongs to
trying?
a fucking Cadillac.
I'll try one other car. It has no. Holy fuck! We can see what here the newspapers from.
Can you get a date?
Just oh, it's Edmonton Journal.
God damn it! There's a gas
Gee
tank
whiz,
in
look
it
at
too.
Well, it's from whatever year that House paint
what's
was
this
$2.35 a
Hannah
gallon.
Oh,
Hey,
gosh,
look at
that's a
the
long
sticker
time.
here, Hannah Auctions.
Huh?
Yeah, that's where this car was. Remember
Oh.
that big auction was this weekend?
Oh,
And
wait,
this was one of the cars that was for sale that I
on
would
the
have.
yellowhead there.
Yeah, that I would have bought if I
Oh.
was going. But
Okay.
Dean bought 2 cars, and so those fellows were moving cars for Dean, and he was there. He bought this one just for the hood and was going to scrap the rest of it. So Dean's fucking got to find a home because he's the fucking, you know, he's the crazy cat lady of shit cars. So attention, large families. Yeah. Anyway, that's an Edmonton
Quit
drill.
digging
That's
around in
probably
the
from the
fucking-
early 60s.
Fucking digging around in the mouse shit.
Yeah.
It's squirrels. Look, it's all pine cones.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Look at the fucking squirrel nest. Mine more, except that I do so much stuff that might end with a dead phone or camera. You know, like when you hang them off the side of the cars and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, ready?
Okay, well, should hear the pump come on. Choke.
Yep.
Off the choke. I'm gonna hit it.
Okay. That's it. Self-centering steering, hey? We got some smoke coming off that exhaust. Is there any oil on that at all, or?
Where would you say it was smoke?
Oh, just off this end here, just off that side there, just wisping up a bit.
Yeah, we don't want to run it very long
No.
because it has no coolant in it. So,
Yep.
just long enough. Okay.
Okay. Okay, so this SM, we had trouble. Actually, it's in the video. I'm not even going to bother saying it. We rewired it basically. Rewired the starter circuit down here and used all the original braid. So the idea of this is we bypass where the starter feed, the solenoid feed is, and broke it with a relay. And hit it and put all the wiring in a concealed position under here. You can see there the blacker of the two. And fitted the standard French relay, which is the green one over there.
Yeah, and
So-
it all works really well.
Yeah,
Really
because it
happy
fried
with
the
that.
other switch, yeah.
Yeah.
So we
And,
pulled the switch apart, and
Now we will have no further problems.
this was a
Well,
pig
at
to get
least
it.
not with that.
Yeah.
This is not a car where you ever say you're done fixing it.
No, that's right. So we pulled all the column out, individual balls like a headstock in a Honda bike,
Yeah.
and pulled everything apart just to get the locks all
we
out.
refilled this place with smoke too. Like,
Did we?
look at the exhaust in here.
Ah, it's all good.
Might have to open the door and walk around for a few minutes.
Anyway,
Yeah,
that's
so
basically it. There's a detailed account on your channel.
So-
Look at the manual. What a beautiful
yeah, it's a
car.
beautiful, beautiful
Yeah.
thing, eh? Yeah.
Even that bezel, that emblem there, is solid brass. It's there in the console. The
Yeah,
quality
right
is
here,
just incredible. Yeah.
Yeah, the quality of materials is really something.
Yeah,
Some of
isn't
the
it?
quality of the thinking is questionable.
And the
but
plating in the leather.
yeah,
Like,
just beautiful.
it's
And
bloody
the
3
beauty of a
inches
Canadian car, I mean, they're a little rusty and a little crisp or, crunchy in spots, but
deep. Yeah, but the climate makes.
but the climate preserves the interiors
yeah,
and the
you
wiring
don't get all the
beautifully.
UV damage. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, for a black car, all the nice ones, not even nice, all the ones that come out of California, this is all garbage.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And when you get it
Particularly-
redone, it's never this good. Like you
No.
see, look at the hard pleats in that. I've
Yeah,
seen some
and they're
redone ones, and they're really round.
Yeah, of
So
course.
it's a very difficult thing to get these
Well, they sort of
interiors
do it
right.
tuck and roll crap, don't they?
And
But this is the real thing.
it's a really nice, very expensive interior. And
Yeah.
probably I think probably the best interior of any post-war car.
Oh, very nice. Ford Capri. I think it's supposed to say 5,000. Bit of a walk around on this thing. I think it's a 382. I'm not sure. It's manual. What a beautiful car. This is where the door shuts. Gosh. No, they're not making like this anymore. Oh, Jesus.
I had the factory nice cast alloy valve covers and everything on
Yeah.
it, but they don't clear the rocker arms, so
Oh, okay. It's got rollers, has it?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Got a decent dizzy on it too.
say again?
Got a decent dizzy on it too. Is that like a...
Oh, it's just a factory 5-liter.
Oh,
you
is
need
it?
to harden gear because the roller cams
Yeah.
have steel gears on the.
God, it's got a lot of heads and everything. Geez, that'll make some power, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's a pretty fun car.
Yeah. Good engine twinses.
Well, that's just it, and I mean, it's hardly any heavier. Once I took the big dumb bumpers off this car,
Yeah.
hardly any heavier than it was.
Yeah.
And
Is this a roller cam engine? Yeah. Right. DT360. I think it's a DT. This is 74, 76? Not really sure.
70, but
Is it a 70?
1970.
Right, okay. Yamaha 2-stroke 360cc. This thing's been left out in the field by the look of it. All rusty around here. We've got no clutch.
There's nothing.
No, it's dead as a dodo.
No clutch, no brake. Throttle doesn't move.
Yep, it's all jammed up.
Everything is rusted.
It's really knackered.
Yeah.
So we're missing. This is going to be fried as well because it's full of water.
Yeah.
So the idea of this is to get the thing going so we can ride it around. What do you reckon, mate?
Well, what do you figure? I guess the critical stuff is there's enough there. I think it
Yeah.
should go, right? Like really good
Yep.
snap to it, and
We got good gear
it's
oil in there.
It's not wrecked. I don't see anything missing
Mm-hmm.
that would stop us from getting it going with whatever we have.
Jeez, even the
Oh,
back brake.
everything, man. It barely even rolls out.
All right, so the back brake. See, the gearbox has clean oil in it, and we got compression, and it kicks over, so it's not stuck.
I think everything to make the engine run is still attached to it.
Yeah.
Unless we find big pieces of the carburetor
Yeah,
are missing.
absolutely. Yeah.
But no.
And
the
it all looks
gearbox
good.
is still in it, man.
What happens if you pop this guy off here? Hang on a sec. Oh, yuck. I think the throttle side might be jammed up a bit.
Oh,
That's rather crap. Oh, no. False alarm. False
Yeah?
alarm. Yep. Freeze a bird in
okay, so
there.
it's just the cable is right.
It's just the cable,
carburetor
so-
itself is okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, we'll start
Alright.
soaking all the cables.
Yep, I think that's the first thing to do is
First
take
thing,
them
pull
off.
all the cables, and then pull the exhaust maybe, just to make our lives easier. What do
Yep.
you think?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
did we even have to? I don't want to.
I reckon we can just pop that plug out on your side because we can get enough reach at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
We don't need. We
Boot
can-
it over.
You want to pull the carburetor right off and do it on a bench? You might as well. Right?
It'd be better.
It's
There's an
probably
airbox.
full of dried up shit.
Yep, fair enough. And yeah, I agree.
Might be a lot of hassle.
So we'll
trying
just
to
take
do
them
it
off
in
from the.
place.
Yeah, I might take the airbox out, or at least
Yeah.
take that boot off from
Seat
there.
off maybe. Just
Yeah.
to give us a little
Yep.
access to the airbox.
Okay. Yep, that'll work. It's not worth over planning it. I reckon we just pull
Yeah, I think we just go till
pull shit off until we can figure out.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
get at it, and the end of this video we're riding it because,
Yep. Absolutely.
or you gotta start looking for a place to rent.
Got to find a way to get home. That's the bit. I only got a one-way ticket.
Well,
So what?
there you go.
So that's going to be yes, I'm screwed, right? That's going to be jammed up in there, hopefully, not in the brake.
It's pretty stiff.
I'm
but-
tipping that's going to be right. That's going to
Yeah.
be stuff there, so
that'll
it's
be
cool.
fine, yeah.
But let's just pull a bit of crap off. Hang on,
Yeah,
what's in here?
so
Look
we
in
just-
here.
Oh, maybe all the tools we need are in there.
Maybe
Is that a pop open deal?
I don't know. It looks like it. There'll be
Oh
tools
yeah,
in there.
sure. There's a little catch on it here. It'll open up.
Right, yeah.
We gotta take a break for classic darts here pretty quick.
Yeah, there might be classic darts in it. Yeah, none in there. This bike wasn't a smoker. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Where you keep your spare emergency darts.
Yeah, that's it. You're stuck in the bush. It won't start because your cables are all seized,
That's
so you
right.
stop off for a
At
dart.
least you got some darts.
Yeah, that's it.
You can start a fire. And a little, I don't know, a couple of little dingers in it. The emblems of Paris.
Oh, you'll figure that
Even
out.
the exhaust in the guard is
That
pretty
looks
cool.
fine, yeah.
I don't know what this bullshit is. Is that
That's just some
that
sort of
factory?
fork brace.
No, this has all been added, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's a fork brace, isn't it?
Yeah. This is wrong.
That's what all these
We're not
cafe
too-
knobheads take those off. Your Hondas have got them stock underneath the
Yeah,
guard.
yeah. Okay.
They take them off, and that gives you, you know,
Oh, the steering damper is still on. Wow, that's cool.
that's
Better-
probably why
better
we had
crank
trouble
that
moving
right
it around,
down,
eh? Yeah. All right, well,
yeah. So, and we can just hot wire it if it's not already hot.
I will figure it out.
Yeah.
There's only about 3 wires in the whole bike anyway.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that's exciting. That's a fun project. And,
Okay.
I really, because I sold the only 2 runners to Stephen and Jim, so
And they were your 8
this
bikes.
is what I'm left with. So.
Yeah. No, this is a good.
But this will be fun because mine is this is the big one. If, if we get this going, it'll probably kill us before the end of the episode, and that'll make for a nice finish.
Yeah, it's a good beater for your yard anyway. Front brakes, sort of nicely freed up. I took the cable out, ran some lubricated with it. Andy Scott's brother down there, he did the clutch. Currently taking the cover off down here. Getting ready to figure out why it's all stuck. So front brake's working. Popped the plug out. There's 2 in this, but there's only one sort of boot for the coil, so to speak. And we
Now, a question for you, Peter. I think back in the day they had 2 plugs
as a spare.
because, as a spare, you would have one. If one fouled, you would change it out, or you might just move the
coil lead over.
coil wire over.
Oh right, okay. Oh, that's good.
Back
to
in
know.
the day, you were running. They weren't even running like a 2-stroke mix. A lot of times it was
Yeah,
just an engine
it's got a
oil.
separate oil tank, has it? Or... But whatever the case, being a 2-stroke can foul up. Anyway, we haven't got a sausage. Right. So there's a battery supposed to be in here, but hopefully that's just for lights. I'm not sure. So I'm going to pop the tank up and have a look and see if we can figure anything else out. Right. So still got no spark. We've got a magneto down here with points in it, and a bunch of wiring coming out there. So we're going to have to try and mess around with it and see what we can generate and what we can bridge and so forth in order to get some sort of power up to the coil. How's that looking there? Is that still...
I think we're going to get this thing to run before we get it to move. The clutch could be our issue now, but
We can always sort of run along it and then just pop it into gear. We don't need a clutch.
no, it's not mission critical. That's it's all about making it run. Man.
Yeah, that's
It's
right.
all about making it run. The
You shoot your video in here.
In this soundproof room.
see where it's moving, but
It's okay. So,
Yeah, that sounds a bit rubbish.
right.
There's a whole
so
lot of-
much rust in
Yeah,
here.
but we had a bit of moisture in there.
Jesus.
Yeah, there's just rusty crap in there and the points were stuck. We've been checking wiring and all sorts of stuff, trying to get spark. Still haven't got it yet.
Yeah, we're in the neighborhood. But
We're
I
in the
think we
neighbourhood,
need-
yeah. Look, I mean, I tried to continuity test it. It was going on and off, so I thought they were right, but they weren't. There's just a big mess in there, so we've got to try and get this.
So we've got them freed up. You can
Fire
hear
it
them.
off. Yep.
They're operating now. They were just stuck
Yeah.
solid. So, but we can't really get this clean enough to operate unless we get this off.
We've got to get it off, yeah. That's better.
And just sucks that I don't have the exact right tool. We're just gonna have to cobble something up. I'll start putting together a puller
Mm-hmm.
and everything else. If you want to do the carburetor, I'll make
Yeah,
the
that's
puller.
fine.
And we'll have her running prompt ski.
Nice bike.
It's a fun old canoe. Man.
Carburetor's nice. There's still fuel in the tank, it's all varnishy.
Yeah.
Bowl's beautiful. We'll clean it all the time. And it stinks of varnish, but got to it in the nick of time because that can be a real mess, that stuff. So we don't need gaskets, we don't need anything. We're just going to clean that, just blow through a few bits and pieces. The fact that the petcock still works on the tank, it reeks, but it still works, so we're in a pretty good shape.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. 3.
Oh, well done.
And solved. Wow, look at that.
Sweet.
That's cool.
Oh, how about you?
Least
Ooh.
paint.
Oh, look, what a picture. Huh? So we've got a jammed advance mechanism which Scott's redone.
So that's a centrifugal advance. Kind of nice that the cam and the weight are integrated into one piece. Because it spins so fast, it doesn't have to be very heavy. That's quite a bit. What do you
Yeah,
think? That's like 10 degrees?
Yeah,
That's
it's
cool.
10 degrees at least, yeah.
So that's all there is to do.
On that one. That was all sort of rusted solid, wasn't it?
It was quite bad. We had to pound on it to get it off. But look, it will feel. Give it a feel. It's nice, eh?
Oh, that's perfect.
So you got a nice quality feel.
Yeah.
So a lot of rust. The point cam. Or,
Yeah.
you know, rusty.
What
That's
is it?
kind of shitty. The rest of it will be okay.
Stephen's been doing this. We've been trying to figure out how to do or how all this circuit works. It's sort of reverse what a car system was because there's no power supplied by a battery. It's all done by magneto. And he's sort of broken it all down into a big wiring diagram to figure it out.
Pretty much took the whole thing apart because we didn't know how it works or what
Yeah. I'm not
had
a
any idea, and
yeah.
then reverse
engineered it
engineered it and made
Yeah.
a wiring diagram, and then sat there and looked at it.
and then go, oh,
Follow
that's
through. You're like,
Yeah,
it is.
it makes perfect sense
Makes
that
sense now.
yeah.
But,
Yeah.
so we're kind of assuming at this point that we had no spark just because of the terrible conditions that everything was in. Not so much because it was a fundamentally broken piece.
It was stuffed around with though. Like there was
Oh,
a
it
lot
was
of-
There was a
and
lot
that's
of
the
pinched
thing.
wires.
There was a
yeah.
lot of questionable stuff that led us.
So you're
to
starting
pull
from
it apart.
scratch to make sure you understand it before you go any further because somebody else has been in here and made a mess.
Tune in for just whistling this shit together and call her a day. Captain has turned on the half-acid together light.
You'd be nervous in a flight if you heard that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, right. I don't want to hear him. Hey, comes on. Fuck, I don't know, man. I just know how much longer I can take it.
You're telling me you didn't hear that on the flight in?
That's right. You don't hear that.
Straight to the toilet if you do.
Welcome to gun and mouth there. What's the gun and mouth factor on this job? Pretty fucking medium. It's medium. I've seen worse. I've had worse jobs.
I don't know, that's a
Okay, the fucking light just fucking came on. We're.
It's to hold the back.
All right, this all has to. Oh yeah. Fucking level 7. Hit it. Oh, nice. Big one.
That's a fat
Oh,
spark, isn't it?
That's
Heated.
terrific.
Let's jump on Mr. Newstead, see what happens. Do you want choke?
Okay, it's live. And choke. Up for choke or down?
No,
Anyone?
no idea.
I guess we should.
Oh,
Holy.
that's what we were fighting with on mine. I think it was choke down. Or sorry.
Just stick your finger in the back. You're going to find out pretty quick. Yeah.
So it's okay. Well,
What do you figure? I figure on the third kick it goes. Holy, it's big. It's got some. Oh, that's 3.
I wonder if there's enough fuel. That's it. Beautiful.
Okay, outside she goes.
So the
Put it all
problem,
together.
we had this magneto
Walk
off.
through it.
We had the magneto off. Oh God, how many times? 3 or 4 times.
3 or 4 times.
And
Could
and
not find what was wrong.
couldn't find what it was. I was blaming the coil and checking that out, and The condenser's 50 years old. I was wondering about that. Couldn't check for continuity because it's a magneto, and so you're grounding out through the coil anyway. The coil in here, the small little coil, induction coil. And Scott found the pigtail, the spring on the back of the points, rusty against the bolt that goes through where the pigtail wire secures. So sorted that, and it looks like we got sparred, which is reliable.
Well, and it was the only place that it lacked continuity was at the correct gap.
Yeah.
That's the fucking part. Because
Yeah.
when you hold the points wide open, it was good.
Yeah.
When they were closed, it was good.
Yeah.
But when you put the gap to exactly where it should be, you didn't have continuity.
And even that doesn't make sense.
And
'cause
I
it was the
cleaned
back
that.
of-
I just didn't clean it enough.
Yeah.
Because I was so worried about the contact area on the points that I never thought. Because there's a bolt and washers and it's all tight and it's all
Yeah,
bolted together.
yeah,
And I thought,
yeah.
well, that'll be fine. And it wasn't. It was somehow insulating itself with that micron of rust.
Yeah, and it was only when the points were removed on the bench that we could really see with the continuity meter what the problem was.
Yeah.
So we'll bang it back together.
Yeah.
And-
Whistle her together and
yeah.
she's a go.
Yeah.
Damn. You got this on camera, right?
It's going now. Gary don't like being on camera, do you?
Key is on. Do we even know?
Well, you didn't turn it off.
No. We get away from that exhaust pipe because that's gonna smoke.
Oh, shit, that
Just
kicked.
about. Seems fucking.
Fucking start. And if I put it on there, and then we talk bullshit.
Yeah, and we can drive it around, and then leave it up there for a few seconds, and then let's take it and put it here and see what it looks like. Am I gonna fuck this thing up? See, it also can sit right here. See, check that out. We can hang it in there with a piece of tape or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
So we could put it like that, or even better, it would be like,
Where you get both.
right? So
We've got to figure a way to do that.
that's fairly, well, a piece of tape right from there to there. Anyway, we'll do that. So that, okay, where would you say? Okay. Brake, neutral, brake, battery. Nope. Okay, a little bit of throttle. Rich, show.
a ratio shift.
Yeah. Now it's just full on. Tires are pretty square. Not going to go very fast. But we're clipping.
Well,
They don't go twice as fast as this. We're not going to try it.
moves along quite well.
It really does. It'll
Yeah.
go 40 miles an hour. And that's plenty fast when you consider that.
Is that what it
before
does,
that-
40 miles an hour?
Huh?
Is that what it'll go?
I think it'll go 40, yeah. That's what I
40 is
hear.
quite fast, yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
There we go.
Are we burning that plastic on the exhaust? Yeah, okay. I thought I smelled burning plastic. That's fine. You get it back there? Oh, right on. Okay, so we're approaching top speed.
That's going to be shaking its feet then, I reckon.
Huh?
It'll probably be shaking around.
These tires are very, very bad. Very old. That's alright, we're doing really good. Ready?
One sick horn.
Let's hit it. All right, we're gonna take the T for a rip, and then Pete's got to try it out. All right, let's go.
Beautiful.
How do we do this? You turn this on, give her a little choke, and for a little bit of, then you let it go. Oh, it's on magneto. You gotta turn it the right way. There we go. Okay. A little bit of timing. There, see it smooths out. Okay. Brake off. That's a reverse. Get back up and pull in here. Oh, so fun. Okay. Oh, you know what? Yeah, okay, great. All right, man.
Right, we're going to have a go at this. I've never driven a T before.
What do you?
have a
Okay,
shot. So
put
is
your
that your
foot up.
brake?
That's the brake. Yeah. Okay. So you hang on
that's
the
the
brake
brake.
there.
So we've got reverse
And,
down here.
Reverse in the middle, and forward on the left. Yeah,
Right,
that's
so
all
if
there
I
is
take
to
my
it.
foot off the brake.
Yeah, it'll start to roll, and slowly push on the left pedal, and away you go. Right, and if anything goes sideways, you just there you go. Not too bad.
Where are we going? On the line, or-
Just I don't know, let's pull back towards where we were or whatever. And give it a little throttle. Hey, right,
Oh, very
speed
good.
demon,
Yeah, this feels good.
fast steering, eh?
Very fast steering, yeah. You
Yeah.
turn it and the whole thing.
Yeah, it's like a go-kart.
So
And,
where are we going now?
Okay. Oh yeah, we'll take the racetrack here. We got a racetrack in now. It's a Model T quality racetrack. Oh, it's gonna be a tight turn. You got a cranker. Holy, he makes it. Okay, following up to the curb there. So, you gonna get one or what?
Oh, if I could buy one, I certainly would.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a perfect car for, I don't know, perfect car for something. Perfect car for most people.
That's right.
Okay, go back out that way and then turn around and just go that hard left. Yeah, go back on that track. Yeah, great. So yeah, then just trying to beat the light. Having pretty good luck actually. Okay, I went on the driveway right back where we started today. Right back to the garage. Just want to keep the camera on every shot. Oh, nice. Nice low speed pull off there.
That's it.
Alright, well we'll just idle it back to the garage. We don't want it to get warm. Yeah, okay. Just pull up behind the 61 and stop it there. So let off with your left foot and then right foot is brake and you're good. Wow.
Awesome. Thanks, buddy.
Hey, pretty
that's
sweet,
pretty good.
pretty sweet rig. Let's
go.
leave it running. Let's see if it'll go to the magneto. So once it's warmed up, you can switch her over to mags, and it just run on the mag.
The railroad
So Andy was good enough to pick me up and spend the morning with me driving around the city, showing me a few landmarks, giving me a real history lesson on around Edmonton where I was staying, where they live. And the problem I had was I kept turning the camera on and off, and I was sort of lost continuity in the video footage. So it would be difficult to sort of put it all together in one, or in part of this video, if you know what I mean. You need a whole other video to sort of cover it. But it was wonderful of him, and we had a lovely coffee, and he had to pick up some stuff that he had made, some leather goods that he had made, and this sort of thing. So very, very appreciative of the time Andy took to drive me around and show me around Edmonton.
Oh, sorry. And the window up in front.
Turn the headlights on. Are you showing this thing or what?
Yeah, what are we doing here?
That's a stunner. They don't get nice in that, do they?
Scott gave me shit for having radial tires on it for years, so I went to the Bias 5.
Radial's sort of driven better though.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
without question.
Yeah.
Part of my 18 sets of tires and wheels in that other building. I had a set of Magnums with.
That's on a little shadow. That is stunning, isn't it? This is the stock engine, yeah?
Yeah, blown stock.
Yeah.
Two-barrel.
Yep. Don't you need?
At least in North America, the 302 made good compression until the end of 71.
Yeah.
So it was 9.5 to 1 compression. So
Oh,
they're
that's
torquey,
healthy. Yeah, that's
considering.
good, yeah.
It has decent torque, but it's all done by 4,000 RPM. But that's not how I drive it. I drive it putt. So
Yeah, I'm the
it's
same.
really a good setup for that type of use.
Ask if I'm allowed to film it.
Oh fuck yeah, sure, give her dude.
Yeah, that's cool. It's a 60?
Watch
Yeah,
out
it's
for
a
the
safety.
tripping hazard.
Yeah, I know. I'm sort of I'm keeping my eye on it. I know, it's good, isn't it? That you just clean that up.
Yeah.
You don't have to replace that at all. There might be thin bits and pieces in it somewhere along the line, but you wouldn't cut those out.
No, that's the thing. Like, even with all the splicing, Scott's still needs floors.
Yeah. Why don't they like wagons? This is beautiful. It's a poly. Yeah, you did ask him. Just look at the window. It's like a windshield or something else. in the cargo area.
Oh, look at the seats too. Look at the back. Look
Yeah.
at the seats are.
They're clean.
Well, the front one is a little torn out.
But that's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a nice car. That'd really clean up well. It's not bad. But the dashes are all the same.
Back in high school, there was 50 of these in the parking lot.
Yeah. What actually is that? What does that say there? 200. Valiant 200. I don't know what 200 means. Is that a 225, is it?
It is.
Yeah. Yeah, Valiants are popular at home now.
Well, you guys have the performance ones and stuff over there too, right?
This is a cracker. Look. And you got your sister to do the knitted tissue box.
Yeah. No, that was a requirement.
Yeah, yeah. That's a bloody good idea. I wouldn't mind doing that. Because I've got some pretty granny type cars.
Well, you know what? And that's the thing. Like, I have the original owner's manual. I do know it was like a little like I've
yeah.
Googled it.
Yeah. 94,000 Ks from you. That's super clean, isn't it?
My friend was going to school with this guy in Calgary that lives in Australia. He's got like a 63 or 64. His other Biscayne or Impala. It's an old embassy car. They drive around. Fucking right now.
mean, I've never been to Canada, but no, I've been when I was a kid, Vancouver, but it's got more of the same shit
Well,
here.
right around, like right here, this makes me think of Vancouver. All the way the roads are here.
Yeah.
I've been in Vancouver once, and I'm glad I wasn't driving.
Gas leaks. Hydrocarbon. I do that every once in a while. I don't fix the gas leaks. I just come out and run a bike for a while.
Yeah.
It's just exhausting. And I feel sleepy too. Well, you get so much more value out of your beer. Speaking of beer, where do you put your empty beers? Just in that blue. Oh, look at that. Recycling.
We work on these things anymore?
Like do repairs for people? Yeah. Not much. Goes in on well. Like my gas is piece of shit. Family members. I don't know that many family members. Well, road bikes and mountain bikes. Oh, I see. So his daughter's road bike, my road bike, oldest son's road bike. I didn't realize you had that. Youngest son's road bike. You actually have a cat too,
I do. Both cars have the same cap.
Is it a turbo?
It's not. No, it's a naturally aspirated.
It's a gem, isn't it? Look at where restored it is.
Yeah, it's never gets used, right? That's the problem.
Why?
I don't know, because there's no roof,
Yeah.
and this year in particular, right? This year in particular, it was right. It was horrible.
That's what I was gonna say. I think that's the first time I've driven the Subaru all year. Like, I literally had to put the sticker on the plate.
But they rev forever.
This one, didn't you do replate all the hardware, everything?
All that.
Can you
Every
give me
nut
the
and bolt.
name of some of those guys
Yeah.
you were using for the gold anodizing or whatever the hell
Yeah.
they were doing?
Yeah, it's
That's-
on
that's-
17th. Like
Yeah,
it's close.
It's industrial.
'Cause that's just magic.
Oh, it looks so good.
It's like that just changes everything.
Yeah.
Before I left the house.
That's the 510. These are a lovely car. Very sought after at home.
Well, so this is the deal. That one took 3 years. That one took
3 weeks.
it took 6 months.
6 months? Well, yeah.
Well, October, August till December. We had it painted.
I was looking at when they cut this week ago. It's pretty good. I see carbon on tape, and I'm like, yeah, it looks pretty good. And then when you see it assembled,
I like having this all open, like when I'm working in the summer. Everything's open, like all the doors are open, and then I start grinding and I feel bad, and I'm like, okay, shut the doors. And my neighbor will say, try to have a barbecue over here. Just kidding, but he's probably not. Right? But I also think
middle saws, cutting
yeah.
you just turn a little bit so that it's parts.
What's that? Raise my glasses.
I can't hold it anymore. I gotta go start.
What are you doing?
I gotta go through all the bins and analyze cats and parts.
Oh, hit it. Yeah, come look, man. Here's the deal. Steven,
Yeah.
you ready for this?
Oh.
Take one bin home.
Well, if
You
I
list
get
it
one
on-
bin at home,
He
No.
knows every part that's in there.
List it on eBay, and I'll split the money with you.
eBay are criminal.
like all this stuff.
I know.
There's not one. There's about 30 of these in this one box.
Dude, there's some real money stuff here. Look at this.
Oh, this is for the band.
Oh, the track.
Oh,
I took
I just
that.
need a belt.
That's a thing of beauty.
Wow.
It's beautiful. Take that home, list it on eBay. You get half the money.
And for those of you watching, the address here is
Yeah. eBay account.
the other side of the world.
Well, that's beautiful, right? Someone would buy that. No idea what it is.
70s Datsun mag
I've
collection.
done some of it.
Well, I mean, it's like
Pretty
All I
impressive
know
stuff.
is
you put it out and then.
whatever comes up in the Nissan computer, there's $7 grand sitting.
This is what, another fuel pump?
Yeah. There's $7,000.
Well, the last day visiting here at Colwell Motors. I'm on a plane tomorrow, back home. Wanted to give me a parting gift, so we've been looking at the differences between my Belvedere and an originally painted car, which is what this is. Silver on the pan underneath, and the side pieces there, either side of the bumper. Mine's all red. And these ones also were painted silver in this middle panel, that filler panel. None of this stuff I was aware of. And where they join, where is it? The silver goes under there to the edge of the bumper bar. Not sure if I'll paint mine the same. Mine's also got the sort of stainless trims either side of those vertical slats as well. This is a Plaza, so this is a really basic one, and it has the non-deluxe wheel. I think Belvedere's had that wheel too. I'm not really sure. Mine's got a deluxe wheel, and it's ratty. Mine's absolutely had it. I did see on eBay there is the old stock one of these, $500 for a bare wheel. But in his generosity, he's got a deluxe wheel up here, which is in far better nick than mine, on this Dodge. So we'll mosey on over here and have a look and see what we've got. This is quite interesting because this also comes complete with a few live rounds, and we don't want to take those through customs. I don't want those, so I'll stick them down gently there. We don't want to slip spanners and hit those things on the back. Anyway, here's our deluxe wheel. This looks flaky, sort of in these sorts of areas. It's shrunk back, but that is repairable. I can fix that. And the other thing with mine, everything's been painted red. I don't want a red wheel. I want a black wheel with the white grips. And this looks like it's fairly stable. It's cracked and that sort of thing, but it's not irreparable. So we'll take this off. He can keep that here. I'll take the wheel and I'll stick my wheel in the post for him. He said don't worry about it, but he would prefer a wheel exchange. Given that everyone here has been, or they've paid a bit over a week of accommodation for me, I've got no bones with sticking it in a box and posting it back. So this is a bit rusty and a bit mangy, so I'm going to try and get that off, and we'll see how we go. Well, just arrived back in Melbourne, just waiting for the kids to come and pick me up, and it was a fantastic trip. Couldn't wish for anything better, really. So met heaps of good guys, and got to see some really great stuff, and have dinner with awesome people. So no, I'd like to do it again. Well, don't know where these kids are. I got myself a coffee. Just waiting here to be picked up. Maybe they're in this car park. Or this car park? They're supposed to be in that one. I don't know where they're coming from. Oh, they're here. They're here. They're here. I can see over there. Come over here. I'll wave at them. Here they are. Woohoo! Look at you guys. Look at you. I've never been away from the kids all the time that they've been around. And the first thing they said in the car was apparently with me absent, the house was a lot cleaner. So it's me creating all the mess, leaving, was it?
Teaspoons
And tea bags everywhere, and crumbs on the bench, keys on the bench, shoes in places where they have to kick them out of the way before they trip over. This is all me. And I thought Susie was the worst, but no, it's me. So that's the sum total of what my absence amounted to. But it's still lovely to be home. It's so good to see the kids all well. Charlie does not being filmed.
No.
Oh, cool. Anyway.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, yes, that's right. Oh, yes.
Oh, this is disgusting. It tastes like piss.
Well, I'm back. Look at the mess. Got some work to do. Anyway, today I called up the guy to order the bearings for the 350 motor. So we'll put that back together as soon as I get here. Scott's wheel out of his Dodge. I think it was a 59 Dodge. And mine's in slightly better nick, sort of around the perimeter, but the ends are really crummy on mine. So I reckon it's going to be easy to fix this one. And I'll get onto that as well for the Plymouth. Got some Alberta registration plates, they can go up. And that's about it, really. Back at work tomorrow, which kind of sucks, but I don't know. Got to earn some money. So anyway, thanks very much for watching this. It's been a long one at 57 minutes or whatever long. Take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you around.